go for some
how
WandaVision.
is your stream still up after playing that music for like
because
2 minutes?
it's not. It's a remix that somebody made.
Remixes don't count.
Yeah, remixes
Loophole.
don't count. Remixes don't count. So if you find a remix version of any song, you can play it as long as it's not credited. So like it doesn't know. So basically,
So you've
the
escaped the
Superman
YouTube
hip-hop
overlords.
yeah. So because basically, like the algorithm, when it hears it, it doesn't recognize it as a licensed song, so it ignores it.
Good to know.
Yeah, I forgot how I figured that one out. But you know what? It was Ryan told me that because of the Zebra.
I was going to say, you wouldn't be able to figure that out.
No, it was a Zebra Fed intro, and I was like, "How did you get away with that?" He goes, "Oh, because it's a remix, and Matt found it, and Matt said it's cool." Yeah, he's like, "It's cool." So I was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." I was like, "All right."
I used
whatever.
like karaoke music a couple times.
What's that?
I've used karaoke music a couple times.
Yeah, I mean,
it sounds just a little off to where it's not bang on, you know.
Listen, Nicotina, hear me out. This is not a theory; it's a what if. That's right. It's a what if. So, guys,
so I expect my pay stub in about 10 minutes for using that. And if you don't, I'm gone.
Yeah, I pay you on Cash App.
Cash App.
So, guys, this is episode 5 of WandaVision. Now, we just saw, or last week we watched episode 4. I thought it was really, really good. Seeing it from the outside, and seeing kind of what Sword is going through to try and communicate with them. We got to see the agent who went in through the sewer, and he popped. You know, when he entered the bubble, his suit turned into a beekeeper suit.
No spoiler warning, dang, man.
Well, if you haven't watched last week, then you probably shouldn't be watching this week.
Yeah, this video is really called episode 5.
I mean, you didn't say spoiler in the title, and you didn't say spoiler before you said that, so people are going to get pissed at you.
Well, guess what? It's late at night, so nobody really cares.
Enoch's just asleep, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Enoch's just asleep. He's like, no!
He's moving in his sleep right now.
He's like this.
No!
He's freaking twitching.
So, guys, we are live here on YouTube. At the top of the hour, we are going to switch over. The stream will end on YouTube, but it will continue on Twitch. So if you follow me on Twitch, you can watch the pre-show, the watch party, and the post-show in one continuous stream. We will be back on for a post-show on YouTube. So if you want to watch the episode and then catch up with us afterwards, we'll be there. We'll be live. We'll be ready to go to talk about and react to everything we saw in episode 5. But we saw now that Wanda is definitely the one who was creating the bubble and who's creating, what's inside of there. Now, I still believe that she's being manipulated by somebody else, but that remains, to be seen. Let's start with you, Tyler. What did you think about episode 4 last week?
It's funny. It's funny you say that because I think I was telling the guys while you were gone that.
Oh, okay.
Like I walked away.
No one's really ever gone.
Like, true. I walked away I was charged up. Like my faith was renewed for WandaVision. I know people are having struggles with the first 2 episodes. This is truly a sentiment to that saying, like, sometimes you got to push through the first couple episodes, and that's when the payoff happens. This show is definitely one of those where you're not getting the full picture at first. And you do need to push through those first 2 to understand what's actually happening. This show is, I think someone already said it as well, only going uphill from here. And I have a feeling that the next 4 episodes are going to be bang, 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 hit you nonstop. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. I think it's going to start from here on. It's going to be nonstop, like holy shit moments. Yep. And James, we're going to be watching episode 5. That's the only one being released today is episode 5. And we're going to watch that at the top of the hour. What's up, Leo? What's going on, man? I know it's not like on episode 2 when I said it was actually, or the second watch party when it was 3. I said it's episodes 3 and 4. And everyone's like, hey, dude, it's only one episode. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, idiot.
When is the episode coming out? It will release in about 20 minutes on Disney Plus, and that's when we're going to watch it over on the Twitch stream. So definitely switch over to Twitch, you guys, and follow us. I'll drop the link in the chat as well, so you guys can click on that and jump right over to Twitch to stay with us for the entire event. Gavin, what was your take on episode 4? I mean, we learned a lot about what's going on the outside, but what did you take from the episode?
I loved it. Like very much how Ty said, it got me pumped. I liked the first 2 episodes, but I wouldn't be like I wouldn't say they were great. I would say they were good. The third
Mhm.
episode, I would say great, and the last episode, I would say was awesome. Like it keeps on getting better, but as like episode 4 wise, like I loved the blip at the beginning, or them getting Monica getting brought back. I thought that was an amazing scene.
Yeah.
I love all like the sword stuff, expanding that, because I think that's just gonna be a huge part of the MCU going forward, and it was cool getting that introduced. And a lot of cool Easter eggs. Black and white body with a freaking hole in his head. Like there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, Zombie Vision was really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
Dawson, what did you think about Zombie Vision?
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Zombie Vision, like you're like goggles.
It was interesting because, like, I've been kind of theorizing this entire time that the MCU or that Disney would try to utilize this show to bring back the Vision character. But with that revelation of showing him in last episode, it makes it seem like it's more of Wanda, like, summoning his consciousness to be in his dead body, at least in her, like, fantasy world and that and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the episode is very, very intriguing. I have to agree with Gavin that I love how they handled the blip at the beginning of last episode.
Oh, that was awesome.
I feel like
Way
the blip
better
was
better than Spider-Man.
yeah, it handled it worlds better than Far From Home. Like, again, I get that Spider-Man and those movies are, like, lighthearted, but, like, they treated the blip, which is kind of a traumatic event if you really think about it, as kind of a joke.
Yeah.
But I loved they handled it in episode 4 as, like, the intense situation that it legitimately would be.
Yeah. It was like played for laughs.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it
when
really
like you
was.
knew people were falling from the sky
Well, and also
dying
it
because
was
they were in
quick.
planes.
It was just like so dismissed. Oh, they're back. You know.
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, there was the blip. Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, my younger brother's older than me. Ha ha. It's like
Oh,
yeah.
this is interesting.
People
Yeah, it's
probably fell from the sky and died because they were on planes when they disappeared.
exactly. I mean, this is a traumatic event that took
Yeah.
place, and you know, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But Brian, real quick, episode 4. What did you think?
It was legit.
Legit.
That was
legit
legitness.
AF.
Yeah, I mean,
Dawson, how
honestly,
the fuck did I know you were gonna say that?
you guys basically summed it all up. I mean, I have no other words to describe it. I love the outside perspective. I'm so happy Darcy's back. Like, oh my gosh, dude. She's always been one for like levity in situations, which I always appreciate. And the same thing with Randall Park's character, Agent Wong. I like the little thing where it's like, oh, they sure miss you at Langley. Well, no, sir. Softball season's over. I was like, oh, man, that's messed up. But yeah, I mean, not only that, but it kind of got me into watching some of the older stuff. Like I watched Age of Ultron recently. I just got done watching aside from episode 4, I kind of just finished off like phase 4 of the MCU. So it's like I'm getting ready to steer into phase 5.
Now, not to put you on the spot now. So
But totally to do that.
So
Sorry.
when Wanda's parents, Wanda and Quicksilver, Petro, his name,
Pietro.
whatever. So when Peter, when their parents died, they just said that they died, right? Like they died in an attack.
Yeah, the roof collapsed on
The
them.
rubble.
Yeah, they died in the rubble. Yeah.
In the rubble, yeah, and they were nobodies.
Well,
Because go ahead.
One of the theories that they were throwing out there was the you know how the characters in the commercials are the same.
Yeah,
They're saying that might have been like their adopted parents. You know what I mean? Kind of.
yeah.
I can see that.
Just a possibility. You know what I mean? Because it's the same recurring characters, and they're all rotating around like the Stark toaster and the Hydra watch and the soap. You know what I mean? So I'm almost interested to see if we're going to get another commercial.
Don't drop it.
It's very true, especially when other people are around.
That's right, you guys. Episode in T-minus 10 minutes. Okay, so real quick, you guys, I do want to say one thing, share one thing with you guys. So I think it was today or yesterday, our good friend here, Tyler from Pop Culture Corner, his dog was in an accident and suffered a pretty serious injury. So here is that injury, unfortunately. Well, okay, that's not it. I'm not the injury. There it is right there. So the poor dog, it broke its femoral bone. Is that right, Tyler?
Yeah. So so his femoral bone is completely snapped in half. It's a clear break. Usually this injury is only sustained if you're hit by a car. That bone is actually really strong, and that's what supports your whole leg. Dogs, their femoral bones are extra strong because they use that leg to jump, pivot, lots of different things. You've seen the way dogs run and how they act. The vet took the x-rays today. They reported the bad news to me. He's non-weight bearing, and unfortunately I've been furloughed by my job, and they hit me and said the only way to fix it is a $5,000 surgery. I am not in this situation where that is easy to attain. I'm going to put every penny that I have into this. I'm not asking anyone to pay for it for me, but I am asking for help, basically. I mean, it's either that or I surrender him and I never see him again, and he'll get the care he needs. And if that, if it ever came down to that, and it was up to me being selfish or him getting the care he needs, that's something that would have to be done. However, I'm trying to do everything in my power because I made the commitment upon adoption that I would keep him safe, happy, and healthy. So I'm trying to do my part. Everyone's in a tough situation right now. I'm no different. I'm no special. I'm not more special, less special, but I'm asking for help because that's my best. That's my baby.
And how can we help here? Now you can see that Tyler set up a GoFundMe account. So if you guys can, donate. If not, share the link with someone else who can donate. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. So if you guys want to, you can donate, or you can share the link with somebody else who may be able to donate to this cause to help a dog. And what's your dog's name?
His name's Logan, like Wolverine.
Like Wolverine. There you go.
Nice.
So let's see what we can do, guys, to help Logan recover and get better from his broken leg. So thank you, Tyler, for sharing that with us. And I really hope for a speedy recovery. And I hope that you're already almost at $1,100. So that's a good sign. And let's hope and pray that it gets all the way up to 5,000. So
yeah,
our heart goes out to Logan, and I know he's sleeping right now. So. Yeah, I know it's tough.
He's on the nice Percocet and pain meds, so he's good. Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
No problem. And guys, before we move any forward, let's go ahead and take a look at the promo for WandaVision Episode 5.
We now have first-person intel from inside the Westview anomaly.
I think that's the wrong one.
No, I don't think it is. I think that is the right one.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm going to start over real quick, okay? Okay, hold on.
We now have first-person intel from inside the Westview anomaly.
What are we looking at here? Is it an alternate reality, time travel?
It's a sitcom.
Starring 2 Avengers?
It's a working theory. Life moves fast out in the suburbs.
I think something's wrong here.
Should we just take it from the top?
Wanda!
I don't know how any of this started.
What is outside of Westview?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It's probably just a case of the Mondays. Am I right?
This Friday, nothing can prepare you for what's next.
I think something's wrong here.
I did. No. This is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, that's enough of that. All right.
Wow.
Hey, I forgot that.
Wow.
At the end. I forgot it was at the end. Okay,
You
so
little chump.
That's actually a mid-season trailer, not.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
but still, I mean, that's the
We're not gonna get all
trailer,
that in the next episode.
yeah.
Darcy is all of us.
Imagine.
It's a working theory. 12 minutes to lift off. What's going on still?
Hey, buddy.
We got Darcy better be in this episode. Is this fan made? No, it's not fan made. The last shot was fake. Okay. It is not much, Tyler, but I hope it helps Logan. So it looks like that Rasha may have donated as well.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Rasha.
Yeah, she did donate. So
nothing, by the way, nothing is too little or too much or not enough. Even if it's a penny, like you've done your part. So please don't ever think that you're not enough or you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
187. You know that I'm also a Marvel fan. I like Marvel, I like DC, I like Star Wars.
We're all nerds.
Yeah, we're all nerds, man.
Man, I'm loving
So it's all
watching
good. And as Landon says, I will be watching you. Right on, man.
A little bit creepy, but that's all right.
No, he's a son of our good friend Enosh. So Landon is all good. He's always welcome here as well. It's fan made, guys. Fan made. Okay, whatever. Well, guess what? It was really cool. Okay, so we are
really good.
We are about 10 minutes away from the episode. Okay, so we talked about there was an article that came out that Elizabeth Olsen, Lizzie Olsen, as she goes by, made the comment that we're going to get a Luke Skywalker type cameo in this series. Okay, so guys, who do we think it's going to be? I mean, you've all heard my predictions already, but let's start with Matt. You've been quiet in the corner. Matt, who do you think is going to be the cameo that's going to be a Luke Skywalker-esque cameo?
Gosh, man. I mean, it's got to be one of the X-Men, dude. I don't think it's Professor X, though. I gotta say it's like Magneto or something.
Boom, roasted.
Like Magneto or whoever played Quicksilver. What's that guy's name? That one guy.
Which one? Evan Peters?
Evan Peters. I think he might come in.
You don't think he'll show up? Like, hello.
I really don't think so. No, I don't think Professor X will make an appearance.
Wonder Man? Maybe not. But we saw him in the concept art, so we never know. Gavin, what do you think?
First of all, I just love how Nick is like still not like Wonder Man. He needs to. He has to, but no.
I'm not giving up on Wonder Man.
Well, no, she said it like it hasn't been leaked yet. So according to her, or maybe it's another curveball, like it's been leaked, but I'm gonna say it's not leaked. So who knows?
What I want is I would love to get Professor X Magneto, especially played by James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender. Yeah. But I think I'm asking way too much for Hugh Jackman as Logan for some. That's just like
that would be one hell of a cameo.
Yeah, I'm saying somebody bigger than Quicksilver, because honestly, if Quicksilver shows up, it's going to be a great scene, but that's not Luke Skywalker type material.
No, that's not.
Let me ask you something,
the
Nick,
world material.
What's that?
If Evan Peters Quicksilver shows up, is that more likely that if we do get a Magneto and Professor X, they are James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender? Because those
I'm thinking multiverse big, not like that's what I'm kind of thinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so she said it's going to be like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker. Still, that's even bigger. So, Travis, we are going to be showing the episode as well. So if you're watching on Periscope, you can actually stay with us for the watch party. If you're watching on YouTube, then you got to switch over to Twitch, or I guess you can watch on Periscope as well, because I think it goes all the way through. But when we talk about a Luke Skywalker-esque cameo, Dawson, what do you think? Who do you think it could be?
Well, again, I mentioned this on a stream before that a Luke Skywalker cameo or a Luke Skywalker-esque cameo in the MCU or in Marvel movies is almost impossible, because Luke Skywalker is such an iconic pop culture icon. And yes, there's a couple of different Marvel characters and actors over the years who have kind of come to that level. Like the closest thing I could think of would be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
That's yeah.
But
what would he do? He just
the relevance would be
honestly,
so weird.
and how this show's being, I feel like that version of Spider-Man would kind of get his ass kicked. Not to be offensive, but he
kind of would.
Andrew Casale.
That's fight word. Cancel Gavin.
But what I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be the introduction of the Fantastic Four.
What's up, Jesse?
With
and that's a really good prediction because I thought about that earlier when you said that. And I was like, you know what? I think he might be onto something because they want to introduce Fantastic Four. It was said that it's been noted that they want to introduce
that's
before the X-Men.
That's Luke Skywalker worthy. The recent Fantastic Four has been shit. Like, come on.
Well,
that's not.
Well,
that's not,
I mean, there was redeeming qualities about those, but at the same time, like there could be, like for example, people have been fan casting John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic for years. So, like, if that's the case, I mean, that's an actor that's definitely respected, and Paul Bettany said that it's an actor he's always wanted to work with, and to my knowledge, he's never worked with John Krasinski. And so, like, again, him appearing as Mr. Fantastic wouldn't quite be Luke Skywalker-esque, would be a little hyperbole, but, like, it would still be pretty dang good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but still, I agree. I think Doctor Strange is going to make an appearance. I think that's a given, but it's a matter of if we're talking about a Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader type of thing, just like Luke found out who his father was. So let's say they've recasted somebody. Okay, so we can say Michael Fassbender or Ian McKellen, right? But let's say that they've already recast Magneto and he shows up in like full on Magneto garb. You know what I mean? And you're just like, holy shit! Without a doubt, you're like, that's freaking Magneto. Holy crap!
That would be an "I am your father" moment.
Yeah,
literally.
And then my thing is that what if it is Magneto that Doctor Strange has brought him from another alternate universe, and you come to find out that the events somewhat of House of M have actually taken place, and the reason why they're in a separate universe is because Wanda put them there. She put all the mutants in a separate universe. And that's why they've existed in separate universes.
I dig it, man.
Because like when she says no more mutants, she's taking them on her Earth. And
exactly. She's taking them and moving them to another universe. And then what we're seeing is the universe where mutants didn't exist. While in the other alternate universe is a universe where the Avengers and the characters that we saw in the MCU, they don't exist. Like, and you know, like probably the regular people are duplicated as well. But I think that could be a way of doing that. But, but if they were to do that, should they have a whole new actor playing Magneto, or should it be Fassbender, or should it be McClellan?
It should be somebody we're familiar with.
So
I mean, if they're saying Luke Skywalker, it has to be someone familiar.
Yeah.
So you think? I mean, he would be pretty.
Dude, it'd be epic.
Think about if Fassbender showed up, I'd be like, holy crap!
Did Paul Bettany ever work with him?
I don't know.
Why? Okay, yeah, no, I want to discuss that, Brian, because I have a thing about that. So Brian's talking about in an interview, Paul Bettany said that he has scenes with an actor that he's always been wanting to do it, and people, it might be that same character that Elizabeth Olsen's talking about, but I actually don't think so. I think that Vision is talking about the person who's playing Mephisto in the season, that he loves the scenes with him, because I feel like when you're casting that devil, you would get a huge like. I don't know, like they cast Mephisto before, and he was like a huge theater actor. So I'm just like
Peter Fonda.
Yeah, like, and I that was awesome casting. But
you're not wrong, Jesse. You're not wrong.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and I don't know if Paul Bettany is referring to that same character that Wanda's talking about, because he just says that he has scenes with an actor that he's always been wanting to.
And so you're saying like people might be falsely just insinuating that that's just the same person.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Which you're probably right. Could be right for sure.
I think definitely Quicksilver. I agree with Barcy. Definitely Quicksilver. Most likely someone from X-Men, in my opinion. I think it's a perfect way to introduce the X-Men as a separate universe, so that you don't have to have like, okay, how do we introduce mutants to the MCU? Like, we don't have to.
And let me tell you why.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
That was a horrible usage of that clip because nobody was talking.
Instead of Mephisto, Al Pacino as Mephisto.
Al Pacino, jeez. What is this, The Devil's Advocate? I really like that movie, though.
It was a good movie. It really was. Let's see. I want Wanda to be a standalone series because it's like a one-off story. Yeah. And to answer this question that was put up by Anthony Beltray, I don't think we're going to get season 2 of WandaVision. I think this is just a standalone story that sets up the rest. That sets up Falcon Winter Soldier. It sets up Doctor Strange. It sets up Spider-Man. I mean, everything that's going to follow from this. I think this is what's going to set it up. But now, you never know. I mean, or imagine this. Okay, now, what was his name? A viewer who the first time I met, his name was Around These Dooms. He had a really good prediction. And it wasn't like it was like an original prediction, but it was good. So when he said it, was that what if Doctor Strange shows up and he has with him Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and Charles Xavier by Patrick Stewart?
Okay, that would be like
that would be like
that's what I was thinking.
the penultimate.
For me, that would actually be above Luke Skywalker.
Didn't Hugh Jackman say he'll come back if Disney has the rights to X-Men or Marvel or whatever, or like that branch?
He said
I could have
that-
sworn he said that.
He
back
said that
in
he
the
would
day.
like to play in that box.
He
I'm
said-
pretty sure.
He said that he would like to do an Avengers movie, like if it was an
yeah.
Avengers movie style
Gotcha.
thing.
Heyo,
And
Matt
I'm
Jarbo.
on board. I do think it is Charles Xavier for the House of M storyline. I get the whole Magneto portion of it, but if you were going for like Charles Xavier is the only one who's powerful enough to break into her mind and do what needs to do to hurry like he did, right?
Right.
Maybe you get both. Maybe Charles and Magneto. That would be epic.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it would be very, very epic. And guys, real quick, we're about to start the episode. We're about a minute away from starting. I just want to say one thing. I want to put a link in the chat. This is the link to our newest channel for the Four Nerds. That's the Four Nerds home channel where every episode of the Four Nerds will be on this channel on YouTube. If you guys have a chance, click on the link, subscribe, hit the notification button, and that way you're notified of any new Four Nerds content that we put out. And we're going to have a big episode next week when we launch the first episode on our channel. And Dawson, tell them who it's going to be.
It is going to be Nicotina.
Yes, it's going to be me. No,
I was
it's
kidding.
not.
It's going to be Josh from the Den of Nerds.
That's
It's going to
right.
be a very big episode. We're very, very excited to launch this new channel and get it to where it's all on one central hub to make it easier to find. And it's going to be exciting.
So Josh from Den of Nerds will be joining us on our first episode on the new channel. So the leader of the Nerd Avengers will be there, and we'll be talking all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys, it is time to end the stream here on YouTube, to start the watch party on Disney Plus, on Twitch, using Disney Plus. Let's see. Is it ready yet? Okay, it's ready. Okay, so guys, here we go. I want to thank everyone who tuned in. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for this stream, and hit that bell notification button so you guys are always notified of any new content my channel puts out. I will see you guys on Twitch for the watch party, and I'll be back on YouTube later on tonight for the reaction show. So everyone who's here, we'll see you over on Twitch.